So we started at the Dark Lantern headquarters, right? Bartleby's. And Terrence got locked in a water siphon trap. And he called us in, dispelled the trap, and he sent water all over the whole area, and then the Bartleby security system was like trying to keep us on the carpet, but somehow we got the code for it.
I thought we just left the carpet and there were no consequences.
Yeah, because we got the
it was
code.
already tripped.
No, we got the code.
There's some code that we unlocked the security system, and
yeah, you guys made the painting say the word tuna.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and then he was, helpful towards us. And we just kind of explored a bunch.
Yeah, it was pretty much just exploring the whole house. Was the whole thing.
We got the key for the teleportation circles that Terrence has to decipher. Cecil sent us a message about meeting up with was it with the guy from the embassy, or I can't remember.
No, you guys wanted to meet with whatever shadowy group the other shadowy group that was trying to get information on Mr. Bartleby's house.
Okay.
So it's just another organization that is also trying to get in touch with Mr. Bartleby?
No, they were looking for the location of sniffing around the
oh, that's right.
The Dark Lane.
That's the dead body we found.
Yeah, we found the corpse.
It was like a
fresh corpse.
A lady elf or something? Was that it?
I think it was a dude elf.
Okay.
And it was real bloated.
A Delph.
Mm-hmm.
It was bloated?
Yeah, it was all
waterlogged, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
He had drowned.
Gotcha.
What else happened?
That's really all I remember.
We found a special pet.
We found a man cat.
Yeah. Gives it the man cat.
Who gave me a tour of the Arboreum. There's some sort of creature living in this tank that feeds off the consciousness or soul of Mancat. And I tried to interact with it, but it seemed wary of me.
Mm-hmm.
Followed him up through the Arboreum, past these weird carnivorous plants or something.
They were Marlboros.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Kind of hoping you run into those, but...
Oh my god. So yeah, I just farted along with Mancat for a bit, and then you got the teleportation codes down in the secret basement, right?
Yeah.
You also found something else in the basement.
Oh shit, we found
Yep, I almost got my soul sucked out.
the Galaxy Nightmare Sword.
Oh, that's
Black Razor.
Black Razor.
And Yeah, you get around. Somehow, Alan Greenspan is now hiring help for the security system.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He took the sword, right?
Yeah, to get like the Sword of Galifar, which is a cool like morphing sword.
That's right. He was like doing chores the entire game.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to clean the house.
Yeah, and I think it was like late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a message from Cecil saying, yeah, there's the meeting meeting with that organization that he set up for you, the people that paid him for information, at Smoky Towers. It's in Tavix Landing. I swear to God, I say Tavix Landing every time.
Some like smoky district or something.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
barbecue
called
joint
Smoky
at an
Towers.
airport.
Smoky
It's
Tower.
a level above the infamous Firelight District. Firelight District is like the red light district. Like everything's like super meh.
Gotcha.
Everything's like real weird. I'm trying to find that picture. Didn't I have like a map of Sean? No. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Smoky Towers. It's up a level up from the Firelight District, which is like a burlesque. Smoky Towers is like a burlesque theater district, kind of like back from Broadway. There's one like really famous giant theater called like I think it's like the Thousand Diamonds or something, where it's like huge and it's operatic and everything. And there's all of these like theaters kind of spread around also that district. You were to meet at Mizano Rupel's, which is another theater, at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. And it's like, what, 4 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got like 10... Oh, would I know how far away that district is?
How far away the trip is?
Yeah.
If you walk, it might be 2 hours.
Okay. So we still got a while.
So, like, what are our goals for this, like, meeting? Are we just trying to get in contact with somebody? Are we trying to get the information?
Well, we've certainly accomplished our main objective here with this teleportation circle legend. But I think we should find out who's been sort of taking over the place of the Dark Lanterns.
And this is presumably just the organization that appeared in our absence? These are the people we're meeting with?
I think that's what Cecil has indicated.
Could be, or maybe they're just in the business of selling information.
We really ought to find out what their interest was in the Bartleby Chateau.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, any of the shit we found, like, obviously there's places ripe for the picking.
Oh, you also found a ledger with all of the code names for whatever Dark Lantern agents operated out of Sharn.
Oh, shit.
Did it look like that had already been found, or was it like in a drawer or something?
It was in a drawer. Like, it doesn't look like it had been found.
Look at it moving.
Oh, I know. It's just
Piece of
hanging.
plaster.
I've been waiting for it to fall. Can you see that, John?
I can see a large crack. Is it like completely?
It's hanging and it's actually spinning.
It's like hanging by a cobweb.
Oh,
A chunk of
It's
plaster.
just plaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, let me see if you can.
It's gonna hit all those bottles.
Would this help? Can you see it now?
Kinda. Wait, what is it? It's just a little piece of plastic.
It's a
right?
piece of the ceiling that's just hanging.
Yeah, I do see it. I love those rope lights at the top. That's really cool.
Yeah, they can change color.
That's super cool.
Put him on strobe party mode.
Oh god.
It's upsetting.
That's great.
What's the?
It's like changing colors so fast that like one half of the screen is one color and the other half of the screen is like another.
Alright, sorry. So have we explored all of the rooms?
From what you believe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you explored both wings, upstairs and downstairs. There's a museum, there's an arbitorium, there's like a guest bedroom and kitchen and dining room, and then upstairs there's a library, a master bedroom, and a lounge.
Okay.
So that book's gonna be real valuable. If they're coming here looking for secrets about the Dark Lanterns, if we got a book that has a code name for everybody, you know, we don't want to necessarily have that on us, just in case these guys try to take advantage of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like we should give a buzz to Hawkeye. He's still like alive, right?
I think wasn't he en route or something?
He saved us when we were blowing the bridge. He picked us up in the airship. That's the last time I remember
Hawkeye?
seeing him. Yeah, he was with the airship that we escaped on.
Hawkwood was in Zalargo last time you remember.
I say we cross-reference this with what he knows about these code names.
I mean, he wouldn't really. Presumably, he shouldn't know other people's names either. Dirt.
Yeah. Looks like Joe's all set.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
We have a Joe.
Well, I guess in our downtime, I will probably just help Ellen clean the house.
Okay.
I want to go through the book with Terrence.
Yo.
What up?
Hey.
Is that third monitor plugged in too or no?
You got us, Joe?
Yeah, I don't think you can split it between two
Yeah, I got
things.
it.
Though.
Okay, so we got the book with all the names of the Dark Lanterns and their like code names and whatever. So we're still at Bartleby's place, the Dark Lanterns headquarters. And Terrence found the teleportation circle, and we got a meeting in a couple hours with this new shadowy organization that Thistle hooked us up with a meeting at like 3 a.m. It's like a 2-hour walk apparently. So I want to go through the Dark Lantern's leaflet or whatever to see if I recognize any names.
Okay. You go through. There's Lucan, obviously. There's a whole bunch of names that you've never seen or ever, like, really, I guess, heard of. All of the code names are, like, two adjective, or, like, it's a noun, or, like, a noun and an adjective. So it's just, like, everything from, like, green ghost to, like, thick log. Big huge. There's one called Big Huge. You do find one that says butterfly long hair.
Okay.
Which sounds kind of familiar to you.
Isn't it what Val called Duchess? Does that sound
No.
familiar?
There was a possibility of you guys meeting with a Dark Lantern operative that was still en route. And his name was Butterfly Longhair.
And that was one of our options before we came to Sharn currently, was meeting with this Dark Lantern contact and wrote? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Okay.
You guys never did it. But it looks like his real name is Zach Intargrim. ZAKINTARGRYM.
Dark and darker.
And I'm sorry, Butterfly Longhair?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like he wasn't necessarily like a super experienced agent. He'd only been in the organization for less than a year when all this stuff happened. His specialty is integration. So he's not so much as like a combat operative as he is like somebody that just mainly surveys and does intelligence, like a double agent.
Okay. Any other names or people I recognize?
You recognize. Yes, there is one. Victor Saint Domain.
Oh yeah.
Where was
He was on the airship. He was the weird guy that was like creepy when we were trying to chase Lucan. He had a radio stone thing that he was trying to contact people. He presumably called in the Emerald Claw, or we thought he did at the time.
No, he was at the party with
Yeah,
the
he's
four
the-
four elemental.
He's the damn
runes.
detective?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who am I thinking of?
No.
I think that was just a dude. That was a dude with like a bandana on. Right?
No, he had a communication stone, and he was like he was telling someone the whereabouts of where the airship was heading.
There was some little wiener guy, right?
No, he was just like he was kind of like I don't know, like Eastern European vaguely. I can't remember. It was-
Oh, the Russian kind of. Yeah, I don't remember that whole thing. Alright, well, we know he's the detective, though.
Victor Saint Domain. Okay.
So this is just like profiles. It's just like case files on the agents, or is there any?
It's only really on agents. It doesn't really have like any sort of like it doesn't have files on the missions that they've been going on. There are on some of them. You'll see that says like notable cases, and it'll have like a serial number. Like underneath Lucan, there's like 6 of notable cases, blank, all these numbers. But you haven't found any sort of like files that go along with this.
Is there anything recent on Lucan? Like between the months that we lost him?
In the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. It looks like maybe a month before all this stuff went down, he was still in Dargun and finishing out your mission that you guys didn't accomplish.
Which was what did we do?
Which was going to getting transportation to White Earth. Find out about the creation forge in White Earth.
And then we went to the Feywild for 6 months.
And nothing after. It doesn't even say if that particular mission was a success or a failure.
Right. That's when we disappeared for 6 months, right? In the middle of that mission? Okay.
It's when somebody decided to touch the butterfly.
Is there any manual, like policy manuals or protocols for like emergency planning or whatever? Like chains of command, communication protocols?
Not that you found written down, really. You've gone through the files in the basement, I think, pretty extensively, and there's nothing like a Dark Lantern manual. You feel like maybe a lot of it was stayed verbal, just so they never had any sort of, the least amount of paper trail, the better.
So long term, what are we trying to do in Sharn? Are we trying to like break the blockade? Are we? I mean, it seems like Bartleby's a lost cause at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, the only reason we wanted to talk to Bartleby was about the
Teleportation
circles, which we theoretically have now. So.
Yeah, it was just to coordinate between Sharn and Argonth to allow some coordinated assault. But I guess we don't really have any direct ties to the government anymore, so maybe we should pursue that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we should see what this other group of people are about. Maybe they have connections that will be useful.
Would we know anything about like the general power structure? Like, the government is still like in control, like the same army that was with us fighting with the. What's the city called that they have? The moving one.
The city?
I'm sorry, the gigantic warship that was with us in the forest.
Oh, Argonth.
Argonth. Is the people that are under command in Argonth and the people that are in control in Sharn, are they collaborating?
There's a weird thing going on, like Argonth and all that stuff is like with Van Zant. They're all kind of like Brillish nationals. Like they're still consider themselves like Brillish army. Like they're the nation of Greenland. But the weird thing going on in Sharn right now is that because like there's no structuralized central government with Rote exploding.
Right.
With like, all the branches of government just like disappearing one day, things kind of go into chaos. So the Lord Mayor of Sharn is trying to make Sharn its own independent country, like its own city.
Okay.
Like the Vatican or something. So that's why, like, there's still Brillish, like, nationals here, and they're still here to, like, protect Sharn, but the mayor is, like, raising its own, like, Sharn militia from, like, anybody who will join.
Sure. So he's not even necessarily interested in connecting with the other cities, they're just looking out for themselves.
Pretty much. I mean, Sharn's surrounded on, like, two sides. There's, like, a blockade, and then there's like rumors or every once in a while that of Niconis, the big Warforged city, was kind of patrolling out north in between Rote and Sharn.
Alright.
We should make a list of things that we could potentially do.
Well, I like what Terrence said. Let's see who's calling the shots up here. See how we can help them out. Another thing I was thinking, if we use any of these teleportation circles, is it going to be safe to go there? Like, are they just going to, like, jump us?
Well, presumably this will give us the locations and the means to use all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you do mean here?
Yeah, we're good, thank you.
Okay. Am I taking Ash to school anyway?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure.
Have we used these circles before?
Yeah, we used one
Didn't we with
Vape
the
invade.
when we were leaving that tomb, by that king's tomb. We
Yeah,
teleported
that's
out of that heart of the mountain or whatever. I think that's the only time we have. No, we did use it once prior to teleport back there when Terrence died.
Yeah, that's right.
So do we expend anything when we use them, or is it just like a gateway?
You have to expend something. You have to cast.
It's a big spell for Terrence.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
I have the spell, but I have
Oh.
not really been able to use it very much.
And I can still do the tree thing. Places we're familiar with. Yeah, because like the reason we were with the Dark Lanterns in the first place is because they had some like power structure that we could take advantage
Zaya, we need to get in the driveway.
of. All right. So if they're irrelevant, then like we don't really need to chase this tail for too long with the Dark Lanterns.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're trying to gather as much aid as we can. So if they're willing to help, or
Find out who they are.
Yeah.
I think we should learn more about the blockades, and like maybe if we can undo one section that's being held up, if that would allow access to one of our other allies or something, or yeah, we should just explore if we should do anything about those or not.
How far away is Argonth?
Argonth is right at Woodhelm. So
Woodhelm is north of Sharn.
yeah, Woodhelm is like
It's weeks and weeks of journey.
Is it
200 or 300 miles north of Rote. So you guys are the very, very south in Sharn, and Rote is just between Woodhelm and Sharn.
So
Because we were going to go back with Will Arnett. Valentine, yeah, we were gonna go hike. We were just gonna hoof it back, and he was like, "Yeah, it'll take like a month. It'll take 3 weeks or whatever."
Oh, I thought it was a week. Okay. Maybe my car.
No, it was like 2 weeks.
Okay. The other things we can do are go back to Goosefire. We still have the ship here. See if we can push that deal through for the fuel. And was this? I don't know if this this was Sharn based, but let me see. There was that whole artifact quest.
With Usador?
Nope. Warbach. Or it was Tordra, the assassin.
Ooh.
It was what we found. We found the kid who inherited our estate. He was like that weird guy who wanted to be a hero.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we can find out if anybody knows about the last whereabouts of Tordra.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know. We could do that. That might be very helpful. If we found like a super powerful thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, Terrence is just working on the teleportation circle stuff until it's time to go.
Oh, are we close to a town or like I'm looking for a tattoo parlor is what I'm wanting to find.
And right now you're kind of on like the government district. Probably not. Although that Smoky Towers and Firelight, you'll definitely find tattoo parlors. Like Smoky Towers is kind of like a hipster district, and like below it is Firelight, which is like the red light district.
All right, we had the map.
I couldn't find the map either. Also, I can bring it up again. Come on.
Yeah, I thought it would group me.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
link.
It's in Torchfire. So, like, Firelight is down below, and then to the north is Torchfire, and Smoky Towers is above Firelight. So, kind of diagonal.
Anyway, so I haven't told you Alan's idea for the tattoo.
Nope.
No.
It's a calculator, but the readout on the calculator where there will be digits, it says "can't stop, won't stop."
That's very good. Can't stop, won't stop. Wait, instead of the numbers or on the display?
On the display.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Instead of boobs.
Don't say boobs on the buttons. You're making like a quest journal?
Kind of.
Yeah, just like objectives that we can
You have
seek out.
Usador's quest. You have go to Ganon's castle with Argon, because you have a pretty sizable army. You have severed the deal between you and Quesnef, so you can get some of like the Fey forces. You have Radoth's ongoing grudge with Ballstar, now that he's the River King. You have the I Want to Be Your Hero quest, where the old owner of the vineyard disappeared because you wanted to go be a hero, and he did a lot of research on finding weapons of legendary status that he managed to try to track down, and the first one he went to go try to find Peach disappeared.
Recently, I asked someone to do the freaking search if Usador was close by. What is it? It goes up to like 1,000 feet or something.
Close by to where you are right now.
I thought that's how it worked. I can't remember who had the spell.
Just to find.
Usador is in Zelargo.
I know he disappeared somewhere, but I don't know.
He's presumably still in Trollenport, or what was the other one? Korenberg, one of those.
Okay.
Zorgenborg. So we'll see. Did you have any other main objectives, Michael, written?
You have meet with Butterfly Longhair. You have shit. I think that might be it.
Yeah. I think we're good. So.
And we had to kill like a week or something before we would find out about the extra fuel for the Fang.
Yeah, he said up to a week,
Okay.
or maybe it was 2 or 3 days. Let's say 2 or 3 days.
We could see if Goosefire needs any help clearing his name or getting reestablished. Kind of see if he'll take a deal, like give us some share of rebuilding his business.
We're gonna have to wait that out a little bit though, because tower just collapsed like 2 days ago.
I mean, we can still talk to him and plan it. See if he needs anything. Because
Is there one of those circles that will get us back to Zelargo?
yes.
Yeah, there's one in the estate, in the vineyard, I thought.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's finish our meeting and then teleport tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Zelargo was like under attack, wasn't it, when we left?
The main city was
Like Robo Dragon attacked, right?
by
Okay.
Robo Dragon. Yeah, they where it ripped open the top of the library and blew fire into it.
Right. Oof.
But that was just Korenberg, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we fucked that up real good.
We didn't do anything wrong.
We were the ones that caused the
We blew up a bridge.
Zelargo's involvement in the whole war. So that's why they started getting attacked.
No, I think they just knew that we were there.
They were sending like 10,000 troops over. They were right on the border. We like slowed them down, if
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
Well, regardless.
And
It went pretty
Look.
okay.
the little vacation gnomes let us go.
Yeah. I wonder if they're on the list.
Yeah, we don't have
I
their
mean,
names
they were agents for Zelargo.
there. Yeah,
For the triumvirate.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, well, let's just kill time until this meeting. No.
So is this what is Terrence's work here, like progressively figuring things out, or is it like everything will be revealed once you crack it?
I say you reveal some stuff as you're going along. I think you find a teleportation circle in Glyphstone Keep.
That's the one that's outside of Rote?
Yes. It's a presumably abandoned, ruined, collapsed fort. I think you find one in Vatharond, which is the city that the Grey Wardens. Is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
sounds right.
The what?
That sounds right. Yeah, the mercenary group.
Yeah, the people that protected the border to the Mornland,
Right.
like Mornland specialists. Vatharond, which is like a city that was constantly under attack, so it's just kind of permanently a ruined city, but they like build underneath it and stuff. I think you find one in Sterngate, which borders Zalargo and Dargun.
It's the Hobgoblin City.
Yeah. Or like the country. And then you find one at Shadowlock Keep, which is far to the west. The weird thing is that a few of them have a little notation next to it. It's just a large capital O. And the capital O, Sterngate has a capital O on it. Vatharon has a capital O on it.
Which Vatharond and which other one?
Sterngate.
Okay. And where is Shadowlock Keep?
On the west. It is bordering Drome and Breland to the west.
So which ones have the O?
Vatharon and Sterngate.
So Vathron, that's right by.
The Mournland.
So
It looks like there might be 3 more circles that you haven't deciphered yet.
Okay.
Well, the way I'm looking at it, we're trying to find all the help we can get to crush the Warforged. And Usador is like a powerful wizard. I would kind of like to have him back.
yeah.
And we want to search for him.
Yeah, we can try to go to Zalargo, see how they're doing, and then he's presumably around there somewhere.
The other thing is those artifacts or whatever.
Oh,
They're
Peasant's
supposed to be
Quest?
super powerful.
Where will we leave off with that?
That's from our home in Zalargo, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit we can do in Zalargo.
I don't remember that.
Usador,
The
Peasant's
thing you
Quest.
just said, the adventurer's diary or whatever.
Oh,
it said.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
let me see what I can
Then there's that King's Tomb where Terrence died. That's kind of like a non sequitur, though.
Yeah,
Which one?
I don't know what could be in there.
There's some loot probably, but we don't know what it is.
Guys, I've officially filled up 3 notebooks for this campaign.
Oh my god. Well done.
Well done.
I still have every detail of the very, very first dungeon. With Taloxine.
Oh yeah.
The big snake thing, right?
Yeah, the green dragon that was masquerading as a giant snake god.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was
That was a very fun dungeon crawl.
This was.
Also, did we ever find out what happened to
Found a comb.
Woodhelm?
Why is that in my notebook?
That was the town by the Dragonwood, right? Where we like drugged the mayor, or, like put a bunch of narcotics in the water supply.
Woodhelm.
Yeah.
But
Didn't it get
Woodhelm-
wrecked?
Woodhelm's destroyed now.
Yeah, it got
Okay.
destroyed. So we left. When we left that area, they had just taken Woodhelm back from the Warforged. Van Zant took back from the Warforged, and they were trying to clear Vade's teleportation circle. That's like the assignment that we left them. So we've got quite a few of them now. We've got our estate. We've got the one under the Zerg Mountain.
Oh yeah, we planted the Zerg Queen.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
We have Glyphstone Keep, Woodhelm, Vatheron, Sterngate, Shadow,
Cliffstone Keep. That's our house, right?
No. Our house
Oh no, that's the fort. It's outside of Rope.
is Chateau.
Belgard or something?
Yeah.
Do you have a monster manual?
It's different.
Yeah.
Two different ones?
As well as Guide to Monsters.
Is it like making your own and stuff?
There's a lot of lore and there's more monsters in there.
There you go.
Are you looking at Marlboros?
No.
What the
Toby. Toby from The Office.
Oh God. Such an ugly man.
Like,
Found it. The Chateau Bellegarde Estate. Right, so the fabled condemner is like a legendary weapon that was in the hands of the legendary assassin Todora, disappeared 20 years ago, hunting an Oni who ran a crime ring in Breland.
in Breland, that's very general.
There's something about some secret library in the Demon Wastes.
The Hidden Wastes? Secret library in the Hidden Wastes.
The Demon Wastes.
If any idea.
Oh, that was another weapon?
It's I think I have it as where he died, like where Warbach died. Where Warbach.
But that was the last. Yeah, that was the last place somebody had seen him. I forgot about that. I have that written out somewhere too. There's like 4 different campaigns. that you guys just never win on. I have right now.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
It's great. If I ever want to play D&D again, I just mix it all up. So what you guys want to do?
Well, for now, just scrub the house.
Is anybody hurt?
Yeah. I'm still hurt.
Yeah, let's just do a short rest. Roll some hit dice.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, ready to go to our meeting.
Okay. Waiting until 3 a.m.
Well, we'll head over there.
1 a.m.
Where are we meeting?
It's Thiesel's contact, who's like supposed to be from this new shadowy organization that
Okay.
may or may not have replaced the Dark Lanterns.
The dead body we found in this headquarters was one of them, I guess. So they're like trying to investigate what was going on with the Dark Lanterns.
You guys head out about 1 or 12:30 maybe if you want to.
Perfect.
If you want to leave early. Late at night, this government district is pretty deserted. Well lit, pretty deserted. Every once in a while, you'll see the yellow, not uniforms. Like you can tell it's a Sharn militia if they have like a little bit of yellow, dyed a bit of orange yellow, like somewhere on their person. That's how they say that they're militia. You see a couple militiamen just kind of walking, patrolling. You see one of them has a large bottle of wine. They're just kind of sipping off them while they're walking around. There's proper like Sharn guard because this is like it's kind of the seat of power. If you go further up, you guys cross the bridge to go into let's see, what is it? South. You just go south. You cross the bridge to go into the South Plateau of Sharn. I think Torchfire might be above you guys, where part of these mansion is. So you end up, or it's not Smoky Towers. You end up in Smoky Towers, Torchfire District, which is Smoky Towers. Then like there's below it is where you are. You find yourself on the same rung as Firelight District. As soon as you kind of cross the bridge, you notice it gets busier and busier as there's very, very tightly woven streets. There's one main thoroughfare that's just kind of looks like Bourbon Street on Mardi Gras. There's just soft red lanterns kind of everywhere. There's no street lights. People are mumbling in about. Every once in a while you'll hear babbling from open doorways and open windows. There's women hanging out in storefronts and outside talking to other mysterious Johns trying to score tricks. You hear dice rolling, you hear bowling, you hear people screaming over cards. There's a fist fight in the back alleyway. There's definitely a tattoo shop.
I might have to stop in.
You stop in the tattoo shop?
Nah, because that doesn't take hours. I'll probably do it after the meeting.
Okay. You make your way through Firelight. Again, yeah, you just see it's gambling halls, places to drink, and bordellos. You find some winding stairs, public access, winding up to the next level, up into Smoky Towers, where there's kind of a permanent fog up here because all of the taverns down below always have like their hearths going very, very strongly because it's open all night. Up here, there's always just kind of this constant haze. It looks a little dreamy, but this place isn't deserted either, even at around 3 a.m. There's every once in a while you'll see a theater get out, like a late show. People will just all of a sudden, a large crowd will kind of empty onto the streets and naturally disperse. You look around in the very, very center. It's hard to miss. is the main theater, the Thousand Diamonds. It's huge. Looks like it's made of like ivory and silver and platinum. It's a gigantic, awe-striking building. It's one of the only places that's actually like lit up the building itself, just because it's like this beautiful domed architecture, like the conch shell, almost. Nothing going on there this late. You find yourselves, in the middle of the district, looking for Mizano Ruples. You don't really know exactly where it is.
I just scan for storefronts and sound anything like that.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I'm working on it.
7?
7.
Sorry, no, you don't. It's actually, you don't really see very many storefronts here. Like every once in a while, you see like a costume shop, or like an artisanal like 24-hour espresso bar. But it's really as far as like other kind of shops that just fucking hipster world.
Are there people walking around this late?
Every once in a while. It looks like maybe once you guys kind of crested this, you got up to kind of the public access stairs up here. It was kind of deserted. There's kind of people mingling out. It's kind of hard to tell with the thick smoke and the fog here. But it looks maybe 2 or 3 minutes after you got up to the level, it looks like one of the larger theaters on this main row had gotten out. It's got a big flashing marquee on it, and it says something in Undarian. It says, like, The Lady in the Flower, starring... But it looks like those doors just opened up, or just got out of a late-night viewing. So there's a whole bunch of denizens kind of chilling around the front, smoking pipes and cigarettes, while other people just meander to stumble home.
I will walk up to one of the groups of people, or someone that looks like they know what they're doing.
Okay. There's a man with a high ponytail, say a half elf, wearing a very low cut shirt, sleeveless, just a vest with no shirt. How about that?
Okay.
With like high shorts and pull up socks. He's smoking a clove cigarette just by himself. He notices you approach. His eyes kind of squints. He sees you're just fucking like wearing weapons and in full fucking plate armor.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure.
Alright, I pull out my bag of tricks, my tan bag of tricks.
Oh yeah.
And I will, I'll say, I will make an animal come out of this very bag. In exchange, I'd like a bit of information.
You make an animal come out of that bag, I'd be very interested. I'm a bit of an apprentice magician myself.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm an illusionist. Not like that kind of illusionist. Like, I don't really have any powers, but I can make it look like it.
Well, check this out. I pull out a little fuzzy ball, and it turns into a giant hyena.
I think go, look at this. It's like a puff of brown smoke. All of a sudden, there's this huge, hunkering, lean, terrifying hyena. People just start fucking running.
Oh, I dash towards the hyena, and I guess I'm just gonna do an animal handling check, try to ride it.
Okay.
Like a little orc.
Oh shit. 8.
8? I think it just sidesteps you. You try to jump off, and it just kind of like lively steps to the side. Yeah, and you just take a few missteps. it's looking around hungrily, just kind of panting.
It does
the,
say
the half elves with the what?
it does say that the creature is friendly to you and your companions.
All right.
Yeah, not to anybody else. It's leering at the people around him. Just the elf with the ponytail though looks very impressed, just eyes wide. That was very good.
It also says you can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or give it general orders, such as to attack your enemies. So I'll just say stay.
Okay. It sits, leaning over. It's staring at you, and Ballstar comes up and kind of pets it and leans into it a little bit.
All right. How's that?
That's very good.
Thank you.
Do you need money? Here.
No, please.
Pulls out 2 gold and gives it to you.
No, I insist you keep it. I'm just looking for,
We're looking for RuPaul's Drag Race.
I can't remember her name.
Mizuma Ruples?
That's
Mizuma
the one.
RuPaul's.
It's a little boutique. It's a little burlesque theater just around the corner. You go this way. You can take it through the main streets, although it's quicker. I know a shortcut. And he shows you the side street. He's like, take the side street, go through this alleyway. There's a small little speakeasy bar there. If you can cut through that speakeasy bar, then it'll take you to another side street, and you'll be behind Mizana Rufus.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
25.
25?
Yep.
It seems like he's telling you the truth. However, you notice that he's got a little pin on his vest that just says RX, like the prescription, but it's very stylized, like it's like somebody hand drew it. And it just underneath it, very, very small, it says Speakeasy. It looks like he's just trying to promote the Speakeasy.
Okay.
But he, I mean, it doesn't seem like he's lying to you where Lizana RuPaul's is, but I think he wants you to go to the Speakeasy and buy a drink. That's why he told you to cut through the Speakeasy.
Okay, I'm gonna try to ride the hyena again.
Okay.
Towards the
I
direction
think you
he
just
said.
get on it. I don't think you have to roll
All right.
if he obeys commands. You just get up on it.
And also, it doesn't say anything about it, like, going away, so I think it just kind of stays.
Okay. You see a flap. There's like a rush of wind above you. And you know that Trud is pouting. Because you haven't given him any attention, and now you're all about this hyena.
Hey guys, fuck the Manicores. We're the hyena adventurers now.
I think the hyena's kind of hard to ride because they've got that weird kind of sloping neck.
Yeah.
They don't really have a back. It's just kind of like
It's very itchy, I imagine.
yeah. He
Well,
smells very bad.
thanks for the info, and hope to see you again sometime.
He tips an invisible hat.
You can show me one of your illusions. Although this isn't really an illusion, I must say.
That's conjuration.
Yep.
It's okay, I guess. It's like real magic. He does this.
Oh my god, a cat!
Alright, God bless. Helm be with you. Goodbye.
He waves, keeps dragging his clove cigarette. So yeah, but do you take the route that he mentioned?
Yeah.
As we're leaving the speakeasy, I tell the hyena to stay in the speakeasy.
Okay. You guys cut through a side street. You go around a couple corners. It's getting darker back here. And it looks like this is maybe like lofts, maybe like residential or shops that are closed. You do pass by a wonderful looking costume shop, but it's closed down for the day. It looks like, or for the night. You kind of cut through an alleyway between two buildings. You smell kind of like rotting garbage, and then you see down this dark, kind of spooky alleyway. There's just kind of a high sign in like green neon that just has that really stylized RX.
This is a very impulsive idea, but do we want to disguise ourselves at all? We did just walk by a costume shop.
Well, it appeared to be closed.
I don't know. I'm not really good at this kind of stuff.
I mean, I can disguise myself.
I'm wearing like 60 pounds of armor.
Did someone have a kit for that?
Probably on off.
Oh, like glamour oil or whatever.
Yeah. Do we still have a crab costume?
Yes.
He does, yeah.
What were the other costumes we had? I don't remember them.
There's the Planetar one.
Yeah, there was a crab, a planetar. I can't remember.
I think I was a mind flayer, I think.
Were you the mind flayer mask?
I think so.
Did you guys write it down? Because I wrote it down.
Someone had a sun mask, right? Like I remember, I think I was trying to be like the baby sun from Teletubbies.
Oh, that's right.
That was me.
Go away. So do you guys disguise yourselves?
I cast minor illusion and give myself a mustache.
Nice.
And one dangly earring.
I'll cast disguise self, and I'm gonna change my body shape a little bit, and my height, and give myself like a real clean looking haircut.
Is Terrence not normally clean cut?
I think I've got like the horseshoe hair from the elementals burning my hair away.
I think it would have grown back a little bit by now.
Okay.
It's really uneven.
Especially when you guys were in prison, in the like Faye prison.
Oh,
right.
That's right.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna dump a bag of flour on myself.
What?
Just to not be recognizable.
You like put it in your hair or like all over you?
Just kind of all over me.
Okay.
You could. I mean, you're the one that has the most recognizable armor. too.
Shower and flour.
I mean, you could use the glamour oil.
I didn't know he had that, so.
You'd have to ask Onoff.
Onoff will give it to you. He doesn't really wear armor to use it, so
Oh yeah.
if you want to.
Too late now.
I'm not going to change my appearance, but I will walk with a limp using the bone cane.
The bone cane?
I had a cane made of bones because I was a 90-year-old man for like half a session. Caves.
I do remember that. Okay. Walking with a limp. You guys make preparations to kind of make yourselves a little bit less recognizable as you can. You guys walk down the kind of spooky alleyway. The hyena stops in its tracks that you're riding very suddenly. And you just hear it start going growling a little bit.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
17.
17. You hear, it sounds like maybe a candle, like there's something knocking onto a wood floor, and then you hear a crash, something much larger, and then you hear a blood-curdling scream that's abruptly cut short.
Can we discern what direction it's coming from? Is it coming from the restaurant we're going to or whatever?
Yeah, it looks like it's coming from up ahead.
I'll quicken my pace.
Yeah, I'm just.
Anybody else?
This is the spot, right? We're supposed to go. This is where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Shit's
You guys
going
kind of
on.
hustle a little bit.
I'm gonna run up to the door and then stealth. Once
You
I
what?
get up, I'm gonna run up to the door and then just like stealth and try to peek around the corner into a window or.
As you run up, it looks like it's stairs leading down to like a basement. There's like this really kind of cool green light that's kind of slowly fading in and out that outlines the door. It looks like a pretty heavy, like steel iron door flies open, and a woman clutching at her stomach, and there's just blood. She kind of looks up and wheezes as you notice she has a huge hole torn out of her throat. She tries to say something, and then she just collapses on the ground. And you see into the tavern. You can't really see anything, but you definitely hear a lot of scuffling, hard breathing, scream every once in a while.
Have we entered yet?
We're right
No,
outside.
you're just outside.
Okay.
Stairs going down.
But do I have visual on this woman?
She collapsed
Yep.
in front of us.
I'm gonna try to run over to her and cast Spare the Dying on her.
Okay. You try to rush up, cast Spare the Dying. That's if you're knocked unconscious, though. I think she's got a mortal wound in her neck and her stomach. It might have to be something a little bit more substantial.
Okay. Cure wounds, I guess.
Okay.
Try
You hear
it.
that? It starts to immediately kind of scab up, not completely heal over, but you know it starts to kind of heal as it looks like she's like just taking her last breath. But you see it scab up, and you see her start breathing again, and she's collapsed on the ground in a pool of her own blood.
Okay.
You hear a really gross sound come from the tavern.
Oh, so we're still outside?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
This
to.
was out. She stumbled out
Oh,
trying
okay.
to leave.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna stealth my way in.
Okay.
That's a good roll. 18 stealth.
18.
Yeah.
You sneak into the doorway, kind of like get up, look inside. You see a man in a green cape. He's got like some sort of like armor, like some sort of mercenary on. It's a kind of it's well lit. It looks like there's like food on a whole bunch of like these long tables. It's just done everywhere at this point. You see a trail of blood. Like it's like kind of small. There, just to your right, would be like a small little bar, where it looks like a whole bunch of tankers have been knocked off and like a whole bunch of glass has fallen. You peek there, and then you look to your left a little bit, I guess, and there's a man who's standing up really, really quick, and he's like raking at the back and says, "Ah, get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!" And the man he was sitting across from, he just looks like a Temple of Jordan, was just sitting there in horror, holding it like frozen as he looks up, as his friends kind of claw at the back. You see this like other face begin to like grow out of the back of his head. This long kind of canine snout and like this like big furling tongue.
An additional like canine like head is sprouting.
Yeah, there's like a fucking canine head growing out of the back of his head.
Oh god.
And he's standing up just like you kind of look, it looks like the tavern, there's some stairs leading down on the far side. And you see, every once in a while, you see some like viscera. That's where you hear like the really gross sound. There's a couple of people frozen in horror that don't really know what to do, and I'll pull up the battle map.
Hey.
Oh boy. Jesus. So, staircase leading down, whole bunch of crazy shit going on, and Wolfhead Man in the room with us.
Yeah, it seems like he's being attacked by something.
It seemed like something's using this guy's body as like a portal.
Yeah. Like Constantine. Just gotta wait for Lucifer to show up and save the day.
I don't remember too much about that.
That's the ending of the movie. Lucifer like stops the apocalypse.
Guys, settle down.
Sorry, this is being very slow.
That's
Come on.
Bing, bing, bong, bing, 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 bong.
Sharon.
Come on.
Man, I'm at episode 50 of Critical Role, and it's amazing how none of them grasp what happens when a critical hit happens. Every single time.
They forget the rules so often.
But they remember so many other weird banal rules.
They remember so much about the story, but they never remember the rules.
What did they fuck up on the critical?
They just never remember. It's just count, double your dice, add the modifier, and every single time they're like, "Whoa, what do I do?"
But also they're usually, at least in the first campaign, they were really high level, so I don't really blame them.
Right.
Where it's 17d6, roll that and double it.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty overpowered.
Yeah, super overpowered.
Can I crack one of these?
Okay. Gonna work. Link is.
Sir, are you warm at all? Yeah.
And we go. Oh, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Six. I'm definitely at the top of the stairs.
Initiative?
Yeah.
It's 5.
Is that really going to drone out the recording, though? Having ACM?
As long as John can hear, right?
Piggy! We're all so bad. We've got a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Okay, who got what?
Michael got a 4, Josiah got a 5, I got a 6.
What'd you get, Alan?
14.
Doesn't that pig just look like a baby?
Yeah.
mid-yawn.
Can you zoom up on Patton?
On who?
The guy to the right of the piggy.
Patton? Oh,
That's
that
what I'm reading. I can't really.
That's,
I can't.
Patron?
it says
Patron.
patron.
Patron. Okay. Server. Ooh.
Oh.
Spider.
Is that the wolfy thing I saw?
Spitter?
It's supposed to be spider. I like spider. Spider.
Lighter.
Spider. Spider.
Mr. Frodo. Bartender.
Old man in the corner.
Oh,
Old Patron.
You know he's gonna be the biggest, nastiest bitch in this whole place. Either that or the pig comes to life.
Volume.
Actually, I don't think they're aware of. I don't think they're aware of your current.
Yeah, would I get like some sort of sneak?
I don't think they're aware of your presence yet. Because Balsar's been hiding and everybody else is up above. So if you wanted, you could have a surprise round if everybody wants right now.
Nice.
Okay.
So in the surprise round, first person to act would be Alan Greenspan.
Could
So
I?
the enemy is that spider thing in the bottom of the button?
Spider thing?
Isn't that what it says?
Spitter.
Spitter. It's some woman that.
Bitterman too.
Actually, that's not really good. I don't like that. Man, I guess it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's some woman that like. If there's a strange like, it almost looks like string cheese or like melted cheese, coming out of her mouth. Except it's like this weird pinkish red. Like her tongue had begun to melt and stretch and then stopped. And she's like,
Whoa.
Does it look like the spitter from Left 4 Dead 2?
from what?
From Left 4 Dead 2?
Left 4 Dead 2? What did the spitter look like?
It's like the tall, gangly one.
Yeah,
Like a
no,
long
she's.
neck.
It looks like a normal person, except her face is all fucked up,
Okay.
and her tongue is like out of her mouth, and she's like flailing and seizing.
She's got mouth dreads.
Put a nice egg wash on that. It doesn't smell at all. At all. Doesn't smell at all.
Well, alright. So I'm gonna, I guess, walk in. How big is a square here? 5 feet?
Yeah, but they're big squares. I had to make everybody big to fit the map. So up here, yeah, you guys are like those are 2.5 feet. Because once you get back down to the tavern, one big square is 5 feet.
So can we say I've radioed everyone what I've seen so far?
Say what?
Can we say that I've radioed to everyone like what I've seen?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I'm gonna duck behind the bar. And
Okay. There's a woman that's her back to the bar, and she's holding a looks like she's holding a big old fucking bat with a nail through it, and her eyes are wide. She's just hyperventilating, and you tuck in next to her, and she just looks at you petrified. Just
fear not, ma'am. We're handling things. Okay, so I just got that new weapon. I forget the name of it. Do you have my sheet, Michael?
Yeah.
yeah, the Sword of Galifar.
Yeah.
+2 weapon that can morph as a bonus action.
So it's a total of +11 on the hit.
Okay, cool. I guess I will bonus action to morph it into like a crossbow.
Okay.
Is there like a mega crossbow?
What?
Is there like a big crossbow? Like a siege crossbow?
I think D10 is probably the biggest it's gonna get.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
that's
I
the
guess
heavy
I'll
crossbow.
Shoot it.
Okay. Every weapon it molds into is always like bright gold and like full of like filigree and like covered in gems. So it's always like a little gaudy. Like you pull out the sword and this big old crossbow and level it. Who are you shooting at?
The spitter.
Okay.
So is it usual 3 attacks?
With the crossbow, no. I think, let me look, because you have to load it.
Okay.
Heavy crossbow. A heavy crossbow is 1d10 piercing damage, and you have to load it. Fuck, hold on.
You can only fire one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you normally make.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a crit.
Hell yeah!
Alright.
So I have the option, right? Can I just do 2d10?
Yeah.
And then what do I add to that?
Your dexterity modifier.
It'll be +6.
Okay. So 13 damage.
Oh.
Bummer.
Not half bad. You just level it. It hits her completely unaware. It looks like it blows a chunk of her shoulder out. Like it doesn't even stick in. It just like the velocity just like.
Did you double the dice?
He rolled 2.
Oh, you rolled 2. Okay, sorry.
I rolled a 3 and a 4. Yeah.
Oof. It explodes out. It looks like it was a very, very high velocity hit, but alas, it didn't really hit anything vital. As soon as she reels back, it looks like she has like terror in her. She looks scared on her face, but her body posture gets aggressive.
That was the spitter he shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
You still have 2 more attacks.
You can probably move more as well.
Yeah.
You could probably he can pull out his other bow, right, and shoot with that.
I would say that would be a bonus action to switch weapons, unless you have like the quick draw feat.
I do not. I thought we said that I just got the 1 shot off.
That's
Yeah.
with the crossbow.
Yeah, it's for a crossbow.
You can't shoot it again this turn.
Yeah, so could I use the 2 remaining attacks to like load it and shoot it again?
I don't think so. I think you just can only shoot once, no matter how many attacks you have.
Alright.
Yeah, according to the rules, that's correct.
Swap the bow and get a shot still, right? Like if you were to do that?
Yeah.
Could he?
Isn't a longbow a D10?
Longbow's D8.
Oh, D8.
Yeah, you could use one of them to switch to your bow and then take 1 shot, couldn't you?
He already used a bonus action to switch it from the sword to the crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's just a little bit.
Alright.
Killer Joe!
Surprise round. Next up is going to be Terrence.
Okay. So I'm gonna come in the room at the doorway, and who's got the wolf head coming out of him?
The guy in the green cloak.
Deformed.
Right across from the
noble.
fat noble guy.
Okay. I'm gonna just try casting sleep.
Okay.
5d8.
Oh man, this could get
Is
weird.
it 5?
Yeah, but at level 1 it is, unless you're casting at a higher level. 2d8 per level.
I'm very interested what happens here.
He's got low HP.
Right, like if he just gets knocked out or whatever's trying to claw out of it.
Wow. Oh well, it evened out.
Yeah.
16, 21, 22 is the roll.
22.
Yeah.
I think the guy is clawing at the back of his head. Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! You cast sleep on him. There's like a little poof of like pink dust around him that kind of swirls. The man immediately his arms drop and his head droops,
Nice.
but he stays standing. And the thing on the back of his head snarls, turns his head towards you, and just snarls. It's like weird hyena face to you.
At least he isn't suffering anymore.
He's dreaming of hyenas.
He's gonna.
Anything else?
When I see that, I'm gonna also duck behind the counter.
Okay. That was 20 feet of movement. 25,
Okay, I just
30.
Okay.
Stay in the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay. Ball star.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Alan. Gonna run up behind the bar, and I'm just gonna ask the barmaid. Is there what's going on? What's going on downstairs or like around the corner?
Cause I don't know. That's where the big one's down there. They killed everyone in the pillow pit.
Are the people up here safe? Can we get them out of here? Are you able
No,
to get
they're
out of
not
here?
safe. People are turning into monsters.
Who's the first?
There's a back entrance past the pillow pit, but that's where all this started. The big thing's down there.
Okay, that's good for me. I'm gonna hop up, and I'm going to shit. What am I gonna do? How far away is the spitter? Let's see, what am I?
There is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet away.
40 feet. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna cast. No, this is dumb. I don't want to do that. Sorry. Okay, so fuck. All right, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use Magic Stone, and I'm gonna throw him at the spitter.
Magic stone. What stone?
It's a spell, I think.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Oh.
It's a cantrip, so I just need to make some spell attacks. That was very good. It's like a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Okay. That's gonna be 6 damage,
6.
and
Okay.
then I'm gonna do it again. It's a cantrip. I can do it as a bonus action. That's gonna be a 20 to hit.
20's a hit.
Okay. That's going to be 9 damage.
9. It's almost as much as Alan Greenspan's crit.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Quincy.
Alright. Do I know, do I know that whatever is happening is going on, like, downstairs?
Yeah, I think Ballstar radioed you.
Okay, cool. So with the tan bag of tricks still in hand, I'm going to.
Can you have more than one animal out?
Yep, you can have up to three
Alright.
at a time. But only 3 per day. So I will start rushing towards the stairs, and on my way there, I will use my action to throw another fur ball or fuzzy ball, and it transforms into a giant weasel.
Weasel.
And I throw it towards the direction of the spitter.
Okay. It'll work.
I don't have any like long range attacks that aren't like area damage. So it's like it's like I'm gonna use this. Oh wait, I don't want to kill the people around him.
Yeah.
You're kind of a tank druid.
Yeah, it's a weird hybrid thing. Yeah.
Very useful most times. Sometimes not very.
Yeah, I can always do something. It might not
It's
always
true.
be great.
That's what's important, is that you can participate.
Some of those higher level druid spells though are crazy.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a token for Weasel.
No, that's fine.
What's Weasel's name?
Mumford.
Derek.
DeBroni. I was gonna say Derek too.
Barrick?
Derek. Classic Derek.
Classic Weasel name. And it's a giant weasel? So is he medium sized?
Where's the? Oh no, I have the thing. Give me 2 seconds. Giant weasel. He is a medium creature.
Okay. I think he's just following behind you.
Oh, I mean, I was trying to throw him towards the spitter, but
Oh, okay, if you really want to do that, if you want to do Derek like that.
Derek the Weasel. You gotta yell, "Pop goes the weasel." Freaking badass no. Pop goes the weasel.
And then as the final thing I'll do as a bonus action is I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright. As you reach the stairs, you can see a little bit more. I don't know if you can quite see the olive. I think you see 2 people over here in the pillow pit. Yeah, there's a little pillow pit. But it's now covered in blood. All around the pillow pit, you can see small little tables with like small, intricate-looking like glassware and like bottles of booze. And there's like little lights above it, so the cuddle huddle.
Oh god.
There is a very ugly, like matronly looking woman. She looks like maybe she probably owns the place. She looks real tough. She's looks scared, but she's not like completely terrified. And there's a young man who looks real dirty, who's standing in the middle of the pit, and he's like kind of nodding off. Looks like he just gotten up above a whole bunch of pillows, and sticking out of his arms are just fucking needles.
Ooh.
But he's standing up, and he's kind of like trying to be in like a fighting stance, and he's got a knife in one hand that he's like very loosely holding, and they're both looking just to the south of the stairway, and you hear something very big, but you can't see it. Quincy, on off. Excuse me. Excuse me. Move. Take out a crossbow and take a shot at I guess the deformed guy is trying to hit the hyena head. He misses. I think the bolt just right past him.
What's the black line?
what?
Up there?
It's the hyena.
Okay, gotcha.
Top of the round is Mr. Deformo. The hyena head kind of snarls.
Notice this.
Yes. Got that good booty, gorilla booty. Well,
Wait,
that's
wait.
like a normal monkey trait, right?
Monkey butt.
They have hairless butts.
Yeah. Well, of baboons.
Right. Do you think their butts are probably like calloused, right? So they get like good, comfy sitting.
I've seen better butts.
I think the deformed guy,
I don't think they get
the
much
hyena
action
head,
on their
he's
butts,
moving
dude.
backwards at this
What
point.
was that?
He reaches
I don't think they
backwards
get
and
much
grabs the
action on
spear
their
and
butts,
pulls it
dude.
backwards.
Yeah.
He jumps up onto the table and lunges at the fat noble in front of him.
Oh no.
That is just wide-eyed and just goes for the throat.
Is he a werewolf?
Backwards wolf face.
Yeah.
21, which is a hit.
Oh no.
You don't have a bar, you have a gin bar.
11 damage.
That's right.
You still have any of that
Right.
scotch?
That's my strike.
The noble's not down, but he looks very, very hurt as he's losing a lot of blood. He's knocked down from his chair, and the deformed guy bending over backwards, biting this dude's throat out, or trying to. Puts us at Spitter.
There's one
I
down
think
there,
the
too.
Spitter rushes
Oh,
across
no.
and grabs this woman.
Is zombieing this whole
Yeah.
place up.
Grapples the woman, gets in front of her, and then you see that weird, like her tongue that's melted, kind of like rear up, and then you see a weird glob, like she's like almost vomiting, her eyes still wide in terror, and this glob kind of comes down the tube of her melted tongue and just comes spraying out. I need Alan Greenspan to roll a, let's see, reflex save.
You got +4 on that.
You do
Because he's
that.
got cover.
No, that's just his dex save.
I rolled 18, so 22.
Okay. You get out of the way, and this
Is this
weird mucusy
dex
globs
only
lands
+2?
behind you,
+4.
behind the bar,
You're
and
not
it hits,
proficient in dex
and it
saving throws.
kind of solidifies. It doesn't look like it's burning. It's just like this weird, globby, disgusting mucus. Alan Greenspan.
Okay.
The Spitter's taking cover behind the server, though.
Alright, then I think I'm gonna morph back to like the greatsword form in
Yeah.
the bonus action. And then I will join this guy 5, 10, 15 up on the table and let him have it.
All right.
First one is what do I add now? It's 11 still, right?
Yeah.
So first swing is 30.
That's a hit.
Next one
Is
is
man killing the
27
AC? Just
It
can't hear
is.
that good.
and 25.
Bottom one.
It's a hit as well.
2 turns to the right.
The damage I just add.
It's 2d6 plus 7.
Did you say 5 or 7?
7.
Okay, so I will let you know about damage changes tomorrow.
Okay. Are you just aiming to kill the dude?
Pretty much.
Okay. Alan Greenspan gets on the table and just fucking teaches this thing a lesson. from down below the stairs, you hear. You see a body become lifted up above the stairs, Quincy, wrapped in tentacles, and then it looks like this poor dwarven guy is still alive. He's just dressed in clothes, got a short beard. He's trying to struggle, but he's got a tentacle that is like wrapped around his face and all through his teeth, like across and like on his legs and his arms. And you see him just torn apart alive above the stairs, just turned into pieces of meat. Who's just then spread out in front of the junkie and the matron. The matron steals herself, and the junkie's just got this weird half-lidded grin on. Just like he doesn't know what's happening.
That happens at the bottom of the stairs?
Below the stairs.
Okay.
Michael, I've forgotten what dice to roll for sword damage.
2d6.
This thing steps into the light. This poor bloated bastard has all of a sudden just grown all these tentacles as his body's just like grown. They're bursting out of him. He's got like a mouth underneath his armpit. There's tentacles everywhere. The guy's actual face looks like he's like scared, doesn't know what's happening, and then the rest of his body is just attacking everybody. He steps forward to the junkie. Let's see. He makes it. She makes it. The first thing you notice is the smell of this thing as it gets close. It's very gross. However, you see a tentacle lash out and try to strike the junkie. Yeah, he's not wearing any armor. It hits. The tentacle strikes him, and as soon as the tentacle hits the junkie, you see he's covered in like a weird clear slime, and his body goes from like loose and smiling, and just goes rigid, and he begins kind of teeter and just falls, eyes wide. And then all the tentacles in his arms begin to like snake up his feet. That's its turn.
The damage total was 37 on that order.
Jesus. Whew. All right. People. Let's see. Servers grabbed. Let's see if Patron's going to snap out of it. Nope. Patron's just standing there paralyzed in fear. The noble sees that the deformed guy is currently occupied. So he's going to scramble, crawl to right here. Old man, the old patron, is sitting there. He's got a little walking stick. He looks like he's completely blind, like he's like a beggar. He's got a little plate in front of him. You see him look very concerned as he's looking around with like cataract eyes. He's standing and he doesn't really know where to go, so he's just kind of standing. He looks concerned. Matron, she paralyzed out of fear? No, of course not. She's a tough old bird. She stands up and just starts moving up the. She farts out of fright and then runs up the stairs and kind of shoulders Quincy out of the way. She goes, move, move, move! Gets to here. The bartender holding the nail bat. I think she looks at Ballstar. And she like reaches behind into the bowels of the front counter, and she pulls back like a bottle of like rot gut whiskey, and she boom, and she slugs a couple really big slugs and goes, "Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna do this." Passes or offers the bottle to Ballstar.
I grab it, take a swig, goes up in my sinuses, it spits everywhere.
She steals herself, picks up the nail bat, and jumps on the counter and just screams. Get out of my bar! And she runs towards the deformed thing. That's a 20. Well done.
Sweet.
She does 5 damage to it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Gonna open that one.
Get the fuck out of my bar!
Spread the
Who's paralyzed, grapple.
spread the
Okay,
cards.
Terrence.
Okay.
The noble's on his knees, hands and knees in front of you, crawling. He's bleeding from the throat. He just looks up at Quincy or up at Terrence, and like kind of grabs the hem of your robes. He goes, "Help me! Help me! Please save me!"
Okay. So Spitter's taking cover right now.
Yeah, behind the serving girl.
Has anything happened to the serving girl?
No, she hasn't been hit. She's just grasped by the spitter.
And this other doofus by the pig is just standing there?
The patron, he's paralyzed with fear.
Okay. Alright. Should we go for the big one? I'm gonna go in until I get line of sight on the spitter and
Okay.
toll the dead.
Get right here, you can see her. Toll the dead.
Yeah.
Is that something she has to roll a save for?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save. Okay. Is it just one creature? Or
Yes.
is it area?
It's one.
One creature? Cool. She rolled a 9.
Yay.
Okay. So
That's a lot of dice, right? For Toll the Dead?
3d12.
That's a crazy cantrip.
yeah.
It's so good. Combined with his like feet.
And then what's my other thing that I get to add?
Yeah, but all cantrips go up once you reach a certain level. Like all
Yeah.
their dice double.
I add my what is it?
You had your intelligence, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Oh my God.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
All right. 29.
How much?
33 damage.
Jesus.
From a cantrip.
How much did you roll?
An 11, a 12. What was the other one?
No, 2 9s and an 11.
Is it 3d10?
12.
12.
Jesus.
Wait, if it's been damaged though.
It's been damaged.
Oh, okay.
It only takes that much if it's done damage that round?
If it hasn't been damaged, it takes d8s instead of d12s.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah, it's a weird cantrip.
Okay. The
I think
big
it's-
bell bong over its head. It shrieks away from it. I still think it has the serving girl, but the spitter takes her with her and just writhes in pain. Ballstar.
Quincy, what's going on over there?
We got fucking tentacles everywhere.
Should we just blow it up? Is anybody else? Are there more people down
There's
there?
a dude down there getting choked out by he's probably not gonna survive though.
Alright, I'm gonna hop the counter, run over by Quincy, look down the stairs. Can I do a perception check? Do I see anything?
Down the stairs.
Like, do
No.
Okay.
You don't see anything else.
Do that. One thing I'm gonna do.
You see the old man next to you is kind of like reaching out because he feels your footsteps.
Okay. I'm gonna just into the meat of the tentacles and shit I see, I'm just gonna cast an ice storm. So that's gonna be a dex save of 18.
Okay, is that an area effect?
It's a big area effect, 20-foot radius.
So that's going to hit 5, 10, 15, 20.
So it
That's
wouldn't,
pretty much everybody except for the Spitter,
it wouldn't go through
Serving
walls,
Girl, the
though,
Noble,
right?
I don't.
Terrence, On-Off, and the Hyena.
I don't know if it would go through walls. It goes up high vertically.
Yeah, I mean, still, if it's down below, like, it's going to ice storm up above and down below, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's just too big. Son of a bitch.
You already did it.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it as far south and east as I can that I can see from my
You
perspective.
can take it back if you want. You don't have to pull the trigger on that.
Okay. Alright, fuck yeah. Just what I can see, I'm gonna cast Confusion.
All right.
So that's a Wisdom save of 18.
Wisdom save. It makes it.
Okay.
It just passes over it. You see the arms, like, the arms are still wrapping around the junkie, but the mouth head underneath his armpit kind of turns towards you, and you can see more tentacles come out of its mouth and begins to try to reach up the stairs at you.
Oof. Okay. No, I can't do that. Shit. Nobody's hurt. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Quincy.
All right, I'm gonna look over to the matron next to me and say, "Grab that old man and get your ass through that door."
She nods, and your under jowls quiver. You see her reach beneath her apron, and she pulls out like a serrated knife that looks really gnarly.
Damn.
How close can I get to these tentacles? Like, can I start chopping them on the stairs, or like?
No.
Okay. All right.
It looks like they might have like a 5-foot reach.
Okay. So I could reach them from here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. So, am I within reach of the source of these tentacles? Right. The guy.
Yeah, you can hit him. You're 5 feet away, so you can hit him.
Okay, so I can shield bash him.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna make an athletics contest against
Athletics
me.
check.
12 for me.
He rolled a 14.
Okay, so that's fine. So then I will slash him up with the sword. Natural 20.
Woohoo! Damn.
Nice.
And then I'll just do the second attack right now. Wow.
Sheesh.
29.
Hell yeah. You don't get enough
Very
time
nice.
in the
So
sun.
hit.
Okay. Oops, that's Alan's. Um, 14 plus. I'm not transformed, so 14 plus 20 damage on the crit.
Nice.
Everything I do has such a huge radius.
9. And then 15 damage on the second hit.
Wow.
Okay, so is this thing have any resistance to fire or anything?
Not that you can tell.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure for damage purposes.
Okay.
Because most of that was fire damage.
Yeah, no, it takes the full now.
Okay, cool.
On-off's turn. He. I think he heads behind the bar and takes a pot shot at the spitter. I think he's angry that he didn't hit it the first time. Or no, it was the. He's gonna go for the deformed. He rolled 7. Doesn't hit. This is gonna take us to the top with Deformo. Let's see. Deformo sees Alan Greenspan. I think he hefts the spear up backwards and leans to the side and tries to throw the spear at the noble. With a 15. That hits.
Right, man.
4 damage, which is enough to kill the noble. The noble just takes a spear in the back of the neck and falls down limp. And then he goes down to bite Alan Greenspan. 25.
Oh, yeah.
So that is 12 piercing damage. That's his turn. Spitter. Spitter spits at Alan Greenspan. Roll a reflex save.
+4.
The noble got killed.
Oh.
16.
16. It comes really close. Another thing comes flying by your face, but it just splats against the wall again. You kind of look back and you see the tongue is at you. Alan Greenspan.
How is this deformed guy looking?
Rough.
Alright, I'm just going to start by swinging at him again. 19.
Okay. That's a hit.
Next one is 29.
The hit as well.
And then 18.
And then 18. 18's it. All 3 of them hit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong HP. Deformed guy is... You've done 42 damage to him. He doesn't look like he's on the verge of death.
Okay. I will have the total for you in a sec.
Okay. 10 to person. 10 to person goes... has the junkie grappled. So the junkie's going to take some damage. Junkie takes 12 damage. You see the junkie's still super rigid, and one of the tentacles is wrapped around him, like arms and legs, and then one tentacle is just going straight down the junkie's mouth. He's going to do tentacles at Quincy. For 21?
Nope. 23,
Damn.
baby.
God
I
damn.
got the Shield of Faith.
That's your AC.
Shield of Faith. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's 24 with it.
24?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is it 26?
Yeah, you see the tentacle rake. You throw up the
26
shield.
range.
It leaves a weird, viscous slime all over the front of the shield. That's its turn.
Michael, do I have damage +6 now that it's a +2 sword?
It's +7.
Peopole.
5 +2.
Matron grabs the old man and runs past Derek the Weasel. Oh, Quincy.
Yeah.
What did you want to do? What did you want to do with Derek the Weasel last turn?
Oh, I wanted it to go after the spitter.
Okay.
I have the stats on him, by the way.
I'll say its movement's 30, but yeah, it goes it over and it harries the spitter.
40 feet is its speed.
Oh, 40 feet. Yeah, it's able to get there anyway.
Okay.
Matron grabs old patron, starts running out the door.
Sweet.
Server slow grasp. Patron. Hey, got a 17. No longer paralyzed by fear. He's gonna start scrambling for the door too. The door is very, very, very crowded. So I think everybody has to stop there because the noble, his body begins to quake and quiver and begin to move. As like even his clothes and all of his like skin begins to melt into like a puddle, and then out of that puddle, another like creepy looking thing comes out. Everybody's running towards the door. This thing pops up. Everybody starts screaming.
Hey, you guys.
The damage total on the freaking deformed thing is 43.
Holy crap.
Ooh.
Am I doing this right? It's supposed to be 2d6 plus 7
That's,
per
that's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're at level 12, man.
you badass. Yeah, it's all the people. Terrence,
Okay.
You've got your maneuvers too, if you ever want to use those.
this weird quivering like melted
Okay.
pile of like flesh. You see all around it like there's runes that begin to kind of like glow all over it.
Jeez. What's my pushing spell?
Thunderwave? Pushes people away from you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing that 100 men no more could ever do. Did you hear how bad that guy beefed that keys solo?
Oh, it's gonna hit everybody if I do that.
This guy covered Africa by Toto at this not very good show that we played on Saturday.
It's just
And-
because Weezer's doing it now.
You know the keys solo? That's like
Did he sing it?
they did a pretty good cover. Like it was just a bunch of like early 30s guys like doing a solid cover of Africa, and it's such a stark hit when the solo comes in.
Oh yeah.
And this guy like played it on like a clean Stratocaster, just very clean, dorky tone, and just was like.
Did he fuck up? Did he fuck up the notes, or did you sound bad?
He started. I think he's like a very technically minded person, and just started like a half step too high. It was just like nope.
No.
And it was just like
Yeah.
15 seconds of silence where everyone wants those keyboards to be.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little sad.
This is Terrence's move. This is a fucking power move. Terrence is going to cast Dragon's Breath on the matron.
Ooh.
You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth.
Fuck yeah.
Choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Until the spell ends, the creature can use the action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone.
So what kind of dragon breath?
I think kill it with fire.
Burn the house down, I guess.
You see the large lady just begin to sweat. You hear her stomach start like start to like make gurgle noises as she begins kind of like.
Can I suggest you move the fuck away from her?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to Misty Step next to on off.
Okay. Ow, ow. She just like she sees you teleport away and pop over, and her eyes are wide. She goes, "What the hell did you do?" And she said that you just see like little spouts, like little embers of like campfire come out of her mouth. You don't even tell her.
You say something?
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, Dragon's Breath, thumbs up, kill it with fire, and fly away. Cool. Ballstar.
Okay. I'm gonna run over past Quincy.
He can't hear you.
Okay.
This has turned into an all-out brawl about this other one.
all the no, I'm good. All of the NPCs are just crawling.
They're all blossoming, as I would say, into their adult potential.
And he's back.
Okay, I'm gonna run in right behind Quincy on the stairs, and then I'm gonna like shout out to the person there getting all tentacled in the middle. I'm just gonna say, "I'm trying to help you. Just let this happen." I'm gonna use my pocket watch to try to switch places with him.
Oh shit! All right.
I don't know if he resists or not.
I think he's willing because he's getting a tentacle rammed down his throat. I think that you pull it out, and there's like a little ticking sound.
I switch with, as it's changing, I'm gonna change to a fire elemental.
Fuck yeah!
And I'm gonna just do some melee attacks here.
Can the fire elemental just look like muck but warm?
The fire.
But magma-y?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just multi-attack him. What's my plus to hit?
+5.
For fire?
Yeah, they're all the same, I think. Plus, and bonus-wise.
Okay. First hit is a 20.
That's a hit.
And the
Or
se-
what if you turn into an Arcanine?
I like it.
No, a Magmar. Can it be a Magmar?
That big dumb duck? Hell yeah. Second hit is a 26.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. Where's the damage? Fuck.
Oh,
2d6 plus 3.
if a creature is touching it, though, it takes
Yeah.
1d10 fire damage.
That's why I did it. First hit is 11 points of damage, fire damage.
Okay.
Second hit is 12 points of damage, fire damage. And for being in the same square of me, he'll take an extra d10 of damage.
Extra D10 on his turn, right?
At the start of its turn, yeah.
So I gotta get Magmar on the field.
Those
I got the dumbest looking picture of a Magmar I can possibly
those
find.
dumb ass eyebrows.
That's gonna bring it to Quincy.
It's like if you explained a platypus in all the wrong ways. You get a Magmar.
It's like a duck, but he's on fire, but with legs.
You know what I mean?
Legs and claws. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna try to knock this boy prone again with a shield bash.
Okay, he's gonna roll athletics.
That's a 26.
What?
26 athletics for me.
Yeah, no, you win. You knock big boy home.
Alright. I'm going to give him some attacks. 22 on the first one.
22's a hit.
And 20.
So I swapped with the
On
guy
the
who's
second.
being tentacled, and I turned to a fire elemental, which will hurt him as he's touching me. And I did some melee attacks. So
Nice.
20 hits, right?
Yeah, 20 hits.
Okay, cool. No. Okay, 16 damage on the first one. And 15 on the second.
And 15, you said?
Yep.
Alright. It's on the ground. Well, it's not even saying anything. It looks like the guy's trying to scream with the mouth on his sides, like just more tentacles are spewing out. It looks like every time that you slit his body, it just more tentacles come spewing out. He's just a spiky, spiny boy now. The poor junkie, still paralyzed, hits the stairs and kind of like bonk, 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 bonk. I think hits the back of your cab, just like, wide-eyed.
Hey, John.
What's up?
Real quick. The first time that a fire elemental enters a creature's space on a turn, the creature takes a D10 damage.
Oh, nice. Roll D10.
Okay.
John's rolling.
That's going to be 6 damage, and they're on fire.
All right.
So that's 1d10 at the start of its turn for being on fire.
All right. 1d10. You guys have done a total of 95 damage to this thing.
Woo!
It is burning and angry. Quincy did his thing. On, off. It's just going to peek up and take a shot at Deformed again. Come on off. 15? 15 does not hit.
No. Man.
I think it smacks into the poor man, like into his back, which would be like the front shoulder of the thing out of his head, but it doesn't hurt him. Deformity. The thing just starts laughing once he sees the noble kind of rise back up with a weird quivering gel thing. It just like had this weird knoll like hyena laugh. It then throws out a hand and casts a spell. She rolls a 7, so she fails, and she casts Dominate Person on the matron.
No. Ooh.
Wait, who does?
The weird purple beast thing.
The Deformed.
That's bad.
Here comes the fire breath.
Oh, sorry, he's not Deformed. The Turned, is that what I called him? Turned?
Yeah.
They're turned.
Okay. He's then gonna back up and just chill out here. Deformo bites at Alan Greenspan. Actually, he's gonna do 2 bites. One on the bartender, 2 claws on the bartender, and 1 bite on Alan Greenspan. Alan Greenspan bite. That is 18.
Hit.
All right. And then the bartender claw is a natural 20. And fuck, another natural 20.
Wow.
Woof.
Holy shit.
Man, I think, well, he bites on Greenspan. 12 piercing damage. And then I think he just, like, he double crit on her. I think he, in 2 fell swoops, gets her deep in the left side of her chest and hits her heart. And as she reels back, exposing her neck, he just rips her throat out and she fucking falls dead.
Woof.
Oh boy.
It just begins to laugh. Actually, it's got a weird thing.
Who did this? The turn below Alan?
The Deformed. Yeah, below Alan.
If he killed an opponent this turn, as a bonus action, it takes part of the slain creature's essence. Okay. So this thing absorbs the bartender's essence. It looks bolstered. The back part of this man and the front part of this weird thing, I think just becomes like liquid metal as its AC rises. And creatures of the same race as the slain creature have disadvantage on attack rolls against him.
Wow.
So, what is it, human?
Yeah, she was a human.
Okay.
That's its turn.
Damn.
Spitter goes for Alan Greenspan again. Roll a
Oh.
reflex save.
Does my weasel get to?
I was gonna have an attack on your turn.
Okay.
And Ballstar, remind me to do the hyena on your turn.
Okay.
This reflex is a 15.
A 15?
Yep.
I don't think it's enough. Nope. DC 15. Finally,
Wait,
you
doesn't it
kind of
match?
stand there wide-eyed just at the sheer violence of this thing against the bartender that was trying to help. And the mucus hits you on the back of the head. You are paralyzed.
Isn't a match a success?
16 was a success.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said both 15.
You rolled a 15, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You're paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Damn,
Okay.
That's bad.
So you just boom, fall back.
Paralyzed is an auto crit in melee.
Can you lesser?
I have to be within touch.
I think you can reach it.
Spitter. Alan Greenspan is paralyzed,
But
so
I'm
roll your
behind-
saving
I'm
throw.
behind a wall. I don't know.
Ooh, okay. And it's another reflex or what?
I think it's Constitution. Let's see. Constitution.
So that's +5, Michael?
Constitution is +6.
+6. 21.
Yay!
So now you're just prone, but you're not paralyzed.
Whew.
So is it an action to get up?
Well, that is your whole turn. At
Oh,
the
okay.
end of your action, you do it. So you lose a turn. Tentacle. Immediately, let's go with the fire elemental. Although he is on fire, so he takes 1d10. It takes 10.
Yay!
Smells good down there.
Smells
Now
like
that there are more
octopus.
tentacles, he does 3 tentacle attacks on Quincy.
Yikes.
That is 15, 14, and a 24.
That just hits.
Okay. He hits you. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
Nice. You hit it. You feel your tongue and your face go numb as it just like slaps you. Yeah, it slaps you. Your whole face goes numb, and you just feel yourself kind of drooling. But you, it's kind of hard to talk, but I think you're okay. It kind of feels like the cactus juice. However, you do take 4 bludgeoning damage. I rolled 1s.
Nice. Alright.
People.
PayPal.
Let's see. Sorry, everything froze up. Give me a sec.
Sorry.
I think I gotta delete some of the minis from my library. I haven't deleted anything since the beginning we started using this thing. There's like 300 minis on here. There's so many.
How many are Lucan and his sister?
Huh?
How many are Lucan and his sister?
Lucan's about 3 or 4 of them for sure. Because they kept changing them, right?
Oh, it was just such a long arc.
Everybody say hello to Turnadette.
Uh-oh.
She rises. people. Matron. It's the matron's turn. I think deformed guy tells her to breathe on what's the cone?
15-foot cone.
Oh my god.
It's 3d6. It's not the worst.
I think she's just gonna back up. I don't know. I think she's just gonna set the whole fucking bar on fire. She reels back, and how does the dragon breath work?
Yeah, it's just 3d6 in a 15-foot cone.
Deck save.
So is it a deck save?
Let me look it up.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's just 3d6 straight?
No, it's a deck save, half damage on a success.
Okay. On off, rolled a 2. I think he actually fails. So Terrence, roll a deck save.
He does have evasion, though. So, half damage anyways.
Half damage.
13.
Is that a failure? Because you cast it, right?
No, it's on her stats.
Oh. I don't think she has very high intelligence. I'll give her a 12 intelligence. She's intelligent enough to kick out drunks when she needs to.
Yeah.
So a DC 11, I guess.
Then I am successful.
Nice. On-off still fails. He takes half damage, and that's a whopping 6 damage for full, 3 damage for half. How long does she have the dragon breath for?
It's a concentration spell, so she's about to lose it.
Remember when I cast? I think it was Tidal
Okay, so
Wave,
she concentrates on
and I
it?
rolled a 1, a 1,
No,
and a 2.
that's my
for
concentration.
Oh, okay. So you just end it.
Yep.
Could you end it before she did it? I guess it's not your turn.
Right.
I don't know.
If my concentration was broken, then it would. And
Yeah, but couldn't you just let go of the spell?
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me at the speed of thought. If she comes in and begins to breathe at you guys, you just let go of the spell, and she just like burps.
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense. That's what the matron does. Old patron puts his hand on the hyena and gets a little scared. You too. He pulls his hand back, he drops his stick,
Nice, dog.
and he's just like this. I think patron grabs the old man, sees the turned in the stairway, and doesn't know where to go. Yeah, I don't know. I think he just grabs the old patron and runs. No, he doesn't want to run past Turnadette. I think he just runs here and just like cowers with the old man. She's still there. The junkie, is he still paralyzed? No, he's good. Junkie wakes up, eyes kind of like swimming. He stands up. He kind of pats Quincy on the head, and goes, "Top show, top show. I'll be taking my leave. Thank you so much. Goodbye." 5, 10. I think he rounds the corner and gets right into Turnadette and freezes.
No.
I think he just stays. Terrence.
Alright, I'm gonna peek down the stairs. So jump over the bar, peek down the stairs. And now that I've got a look at everybody in the room, I'm gonna cast slow.
Your boy's immune to fire.
Oh no, who's
Sorry.
immune?
No, do you think? Me.
I'm gonna cast slow on all of them.
Okay, nice. On all of the bad guys?
Yep. Wisdom saves.
Okay. Let's do Tentacle Man. Gets a...
What's the save?
Was
16, so he fails.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
And Turnadette,
No, it's not you. You're not.
it's an 8.
Oh.
It's not area of effect.
Deformed gets a 14. Turned gets a 7. And Spitter gets a natural 20, so she's fine. Everybody else but the Spitter.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So they -2 AC, -2 Dex. Cannot use reactions. They lose the bonus action. Their bonus action, so they can only get an action or either or. And cannot take more than 1 melee or ranged attack on its turn, no matter abilities.
Very nice.
And if it tries to cast a spell, roll a d20. 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until their next turn,
Oh, wow.
and they must use their action to continue casting that spell.
Oh, wow. That sucks. Ballstar. Ballstar and Hyena.
Punch, punch, punch. Driving me mad. Making me crazy. First hit is an 18.
Hit.
Second attack is a 16.
That hits too.
Oh, cool.
Minus AC, baby.
Hell yeah.
It's got a really low AC. It's just a big old bag of hit points.
13 for the first hit.
Okay.
And 10 for the second hit.
How do you want to do this?
Hell
Choo
yeah.
choo 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 choo. Burnt octopus.
Just like a punch kick. Just like and I want to see a lot of expulsion from the kick.
Yeah, no, you put your foot through the stomach, and just tentacles explode out the back along with viscera. As the guy's eyes go wide, and he, like, in a silent scream, he kind of falls back and just blood.
Michael's zooming in on.
Michael's
Magmar's
endlessly
face.
enlarging on Magmar till it's just pixels now.
Hold on.
Wait, let me
I
see.
can make it a little bit bigger.
I'm sending it to the group chat.
I'm just a red duck, but whose balls are these?
On my head. What do you want the hyena to do?
I guess just tackle the purple man to try to give the old man and the patron an exit.
Okay. Tries to grapple with the turn thing. It rolled a 17, and turn man rolled a 9. So I think the hyena, like at your command, snaps to attention, runs out, and just grabs the thing by its huge jaws in its face, and just like wrestling it to the ground. Proning it and getting on top of it and grappling it.
Hell yeah.
Does the hyena have a name?
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Maybe
Turquoise?
turkeys.
Turquoise.
Turkeys, yeah.
Turquoise.
Turquoise.
Maybe Tuquwan.
Yes.
Turquoise.
Okay, Turquan. Quincy and the Weasel. I'm sorry, Quincy and Derek.
Okay. We'll have Derek go for a.
Take a gander up her frock.
We'll have Derek go for a bite.
Taint bite.
Oof, that's a 14.
14 is.
It's the -2 AC.
That's a hit.
Oh, not on the spitter though.
Oh yeah, it did miss the spitter.
Wait, the 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she has -2 AC now.
No,
No,
she's
'cause she-
the one that saved. Everybody else.
Oh, you're right.
So it doesn't hit.
Wait, I thought you said that the 14 didn't hit before.
It's a 14 total for the hit. What is her AC?
Her AC is 14.
Oh,
So it's a hit.
6. So it still hits.
Yes.
I thought you were saying the 14 didn't hit before. I understand.
Oh, it's just one. Oh, wait, hang on. 1d4. Oh god. It went straight through the freaking milk rack. No. 6 damage, piercing.
6 is actually enough to kill her.
Oh yes.
I think the weasel just goes in between her legs and then just like scratches her up and gets up to her neck and just bites at her neck and wrestles her to the ground. Yeah.
Nice.
The weasel kind of like shakes a couple times and then looks up all cute at the serving girl who's just like and the weasel like kind of like stands up and like rubs against her like a cat would.
Little ferret.
There's nothing else down here in the blanket fort.
Nope.
Okay. So I will run back up the stairs. I see Turnadette, and I will try to shield bash her to the floor with a 14 athletics contest.
14.
What'd you
She
roll?
got 3.
Nice.
All right.
Alright, so she is knocked prone, and then I will slash her up with a 20 to hit on the first one.
20's a hit.
Alright, the second one.
I'll just tell you right now, her AC is 14.
Okay, I hit her twice. So. 13 on the first one. 18 on the second.
13 and 18. $31 damage. Very nice. Okay. On off is getting pissed, so he's gonna try to throw another fucking bolt at Deformed. Hey, 23
Boy.
Chill.
with sneak attack.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Melee.
$23 damage. Solid fucking kill. Alright, you've done 108 damage to Mr. Deformed Face. Turnadette's turn.
Oh no.
She is going to...
She's prone.
Oh, this will be interesting. Well, she's probably not going to hit because it's Quincy, but we'll see. She can always crit. Nope. Doesn't hit because Quincy is made of steel and she's slowed, so only one attack. She's good. Turned. He's slowed as well. He's also pinned. He's going to try to get
Slow
the wolf
is
off of
too
him.
much.
That's crazy.
Especially when I combine it with like the synaptic
He's still
static
pinned
and
by the
haste.
wolf. He uses action to try to get out, and he's just suffering. Deformo is slowed as well. He's going to, I guess, try to bite at Alan Greenspan again. 14.
Nice.
Yep, that's his turn.
Sweet. Kill him.
Al at the top.
Spitter is dead. Alan Greenspan.
If I can reach Trinidad, right?
Yeah. That scared the shit out of me. Did you see that?
No.
What was that?
So I have a closet right here. Like, I'll show you. That's my computer, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Closet.
that's my closet, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So my Indiana likes to get onto my computer and then go up here and sit up there and then wait for hours. And then while I forget that she's there, she'll jump from there and right in front of me and scare the shit out of me. Every time. It's, God.
Surprise, bitch!
I saw the blur. I saw something across the screen.
Okay. Where are we at? I just peed myself.
Alan's up.
Alan, what you doing?
Yeah, so I don't want to swing at deformed because I'd have disadvantage, so I think I'm just going to attack the Trinidad. First one is 27.
Hit.
This one is a natural one.
Well, roll damage first.
Okay, sure.
You're that, like, nevertheless, she persisted.
19.
19. That kills Trinidad.
This is my favorite meme I've ever seen.
What? What's your favorite?
It's not funny. I feel like a dum-dum.
It's very funny.
Let's see,
Get
where...
real all the way in there. All the way in there. Keep going.
I can't see it. Shit it in front of it. Are those D's?
Yes.
Yeah, that's real dumb.
Anyway.
Tentacle's dead. Peopole. I think Matron is possessed, so she's going to, I guess, get none off square and try to strangle him.
Hack
or
him
try
up.
to hit him with the knife, I guess.
Oh, man.
Natural one.
Woo! She loses
I
the
think,
knife.
like, on off has just been eyeing her this whole time. Like, take a shot, looking at her. All this stuff's happening, looking at her. And then she takes, like, 2 steps, and on off just, like, drops the crossbow. It's just like, come on, come on, let's go. Takes the knife, and she comes down with the knife, and he punches her hand. And it comes flying. And then she punches her in the stomach, and she, like, falls over. It's like, come on, bitch! Trinidad's dead, so that takes us to the turned. Gonna try to end the grapple. Nope. Well, nope. That's his turn. Deformed is going to try to bite. Actually, his speed is slowed as well, right?
Half speed.
Half speed? 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, well, Alan Greenspan gets a opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay. 28.
Yeah, you hit.
What's my range on Tola Dead?
I'm pretty far.
14?
14?
Yeah.
It's the best cantrip.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Should that have been with disadvantage,
60.
though?
Yes.
So maybe with disadvantage, it is 16 to hit.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Even with the -2 AC?
Yeah, because
Ooh.
he has a 20 AC because of the essence that he grabbed from
That's right.
the bartender.
Essence of Craig.
10, 15, 20, 25. And I think, yeah, he's just trying to run. He's just trying to bolt.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, with nobody up there in sight, you lose sight of him.
Shit.
Although Well, no, Matron's still there. Matron's still dominated, so she's the only hostile person. What do you guys want to do? We can get out of initiative at this point.
I think my
Matron is still fist fighting on off, and she's really losing.
I'm not sure, but I think my turn got skipped. Is there any way I could rush towards?
Did you? I'm sorry.
I could be wrong.
I might have been in there too. I'm usually after Ellen.
Yeah, it goes Alan, Chris, then me.
Wow, I don't know what happened.
That's fine.
Let's just leave it how it is right now. What
Yeah.
Sure.
before he leaves? What do you want to do, Ballstar and Weasel and Hyena?
I was rushing upstairs, so as far up I can go. Movement-wise, I didn't have any attacks or anything.
What is your speed?
Sorry. My speed is 50 feet, so I can move 100 feet in a dash.
Cool. So I'll say he runs out as best he can. I don't know where he went. Where is he? We'll say this is him. He runs out, and you just in front of him. What do you want to? Oh, I guess that's it. I think he starts his turn in front of you, and then just takes damage, right?
If I'm in the same spot as him, yeah, he'll take a D10.
Okay.
Can I get a Toll the Dead off on him too?
I don't think you get there in time because I rolled a 9, and that was enough to kill him. He
Oh!
had 6 hit points left.
Nice.
Damn.
Is the Turned also dead?
No, but I think with the slow, he's not going to get up from the hyena ever. So I think the hyena is just going to take 20 and rip it apart.
Alright.
Ballstar feels really bad. It's the first time I've physically accidentally killed a person.
The matron falls unconscious as soon as the deformed guy turns unconscious. The old man and the patron are just like sitting against the wall, breathless. The servant girl has just kind of sunk to the ground, starts crying. The junkie, the matron's unconscious. The junkie right next to Quincy just kind of like stands and dusts himself off. He goes, "Oh, well, that's a very interesting night." Anyway, he starts like pulling fucking needles out of his arm. Excuse me.
And you are?
Doesn't fucking matter. Bye.
Oh, hold up.
He continues walking.
Stop that man.
You grab him.
I say, whoa, you're not going anywhere until we talk about what happened here.
He's gonna ignore you unless you actually try to physically restrain him. Actually, no, that's not what happens. He tries to stroll out the front door, and then Quincy goes, "Hey, stop right there!" And the hyena just at the stairway, and he stops, puts his hands up. Hello. Thank you for saving me. That's very nice what you did. And he kind of like he's kicking the bits of the noble around. Not too nice to them, I guess.
What in tarnation happened?
I have no earthly idea. I woke up. I thought I was in the middle of a bad trip. Turns out it's real.
I'm gonna go by the exit to the building and just stay by the outside. Burning.
Insight check. Not good. 9.
He's lying
Oh.
because he rolled a 3.
I'll get up right in his face and say, listen.
Which is like chest height.
Everyone else in the fucking building is dead. You're gonna tell me?
No! Servant girl's still alive. Hi, hon. You need a big tip. Can you tip her? No? I don't have any money. I'm sorry. I'm all out.
Do you not think your life is in danger right now?
From you? Oh, you just had so much. You expended so many calories trying to save it. I don't think you'd kill me.
I take out my tan bag of tricks and produce a third animal. A tiger.
Really?
Shit. Well, you gotta tell me what the tiger's name is now.
Tony.
How could you?
Is it really Tony?
No, it's Alabaster.
Very good. Alabaster, Derek, and Turquoise. I think all the animals like begin like slowly padding behind him. As he's backing up, he's like, "You just spent a lot of calories, you boom, tiger." Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
But these animals didn't. Uh, 17.
Yeah, he just immediately kind of starts shaking. He's, okay, fine. What? I don't know what happened.
Is that so?
I don't do anything. I do drugs. That's what I do. Look, this place is drug friendly place. They have a pillow pet. I brought some new shit. Some people partaked. I woke up and everything's gone to shit.
I think you know a little more than that.
I don't. I swear I don't.
Mr. Alabaster doesn't seem to think so.
Fine. I brought this shit. I heard it was good on the streets. I decided I'd bring it. I have a whole brick of it at home. I was gonna see if I could sell it. And it sold very well. It has sold very well. So I brought it here, seeing a drug friendly place, and people liked it a lot. And then all this shit happened. I swear that's all I know.
Who else did you sell it to?
I don't know, a couple of the people in Firelight.
I'm gonna need those names.
I don't know their names. That's part of the business.
I'm gonna need a description, something. You gotta give me something.
There's a woman in Firelight. She works at the Burning Ring. She's one of the heads there. Not the Bordello side, but the other side. I gave her some stuff to give out samples, and if she wanted any more, she'd come back to me to buy it. I was just seeding. That's all.
How many samples?
I don't know, a couple ounces.
How many samples would that be?
Listen, quick. Maybe 3.
How much do you have at home?
I have 26 ounces at home.
We're gonna need to confiscate that.
You gonna follow me home and take my drug? Are you cops?
Well, if the drug you are selling makes this shit happen, then yeah, we're gonna need to confiscate it.
You think that's what made all this stuff happen? The drugs?
I have no other reason to think anything else.
Friend.
What was that? Sorry.
I think you've been reading too many newspapers, friend.
You want to give me another explanation as to how all this shit happened?
It's not really my field.
Yeah. Well then, start walking, buddy.
Are you at least gonna compensate for it? Look, I'm broke. If I don't sell that, I don't have enough money to pay for my room. I don't have enough money to eat. I'll sell it to you. Easy.
What's the going rate?
I'm gonna sell it for 2 golds an ounce, so I'll cut your deal, say 50.
I'll give you half that.
I think with the intimidation check, he goes, "Have fun. That's fine. That's fine."
All right, start walking.
Okay, fine. I think the animals kind of snip at his heels. While he's doing that, what are you guys doing?
I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like outside the building, flaming on.
How about Terrence?
I'll ask the who's the girl up in the corner?
The serving girl?
Yeah, servant girl.
She's just sobbing. She's kind of unconsolable when you first approach.
As Quincy's walking out the door, I can. Quincy, before you leave, a little help here, please.
You wait right there.
He rolls his eyes. He looks like he tries to take a step back to maybe go up the steps, and then the tiger just like slips behind him and sits on the top of the stairs, looking down at him. Ballstar, you see a really cute giant tiger.
Katie.
Yeah. So she's sitting there. She's just kind of like, she's pale, covered in blood.
I'll go over and give her a cure wounds. Hope this helps.
I don't think she's taking any damage. I think she just
Oh, okay.
I think she's just like emotionally damaged.
Gotcha. Can I tell if she has somehow been like infected or something?
Roll a perception check. How much?
10.
10. You don't see any like needle marks or anything. She looks clean.
Okay.
Can you help her calm down?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll cast Calm Emotions.
There's a cat just like. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
It's not my cats.
Oh,
My
really?
cats are sitting at the window listening to it, and it's just outside there like serenading.
Romeo.
I'm gonna go scare that cat away. Fuck that cat.
Like a weirdly defensive dad.
And nobody fucks with my cats.
What is happening? Whoa.
So many emails from Gerard Powell,
Gerard Powell?
Yep.
Who's that?
the Costa Rica arrhythmia.
Oh, okay. Or did you sign up for any like their like newsletter?
I like emailed him once about like prices.
Okay, I'm assuming he takes like anyone on his contact list and just
Yeah, blasts them
yeah.
every single day.
Okay. What about Alan Greenspan? What are you doing?
Is the pillow pit the end of this place? Like, there's no other exits down there?
No, there's another exit down there. It's just not on the map. There's another like steel door that looks like it opens up into another alleyway.
Okay. Is there still a puddle of sludge that the one guy melted into?
Yes.
Can I change my weapon into a rake
Sure.
instead of claw through it?
Just to try to see if he has anything on him. Sure. I think you find maybe 2 or 3 very, very nice looking rings. I think you find a gold chain and a purse of gold because he was a noble.
Joe turned his weapon into a pool skimmer.
I collect those items and dry them off with a rag.
Okay. I think you find 6 platinum and an additional 20 gold on top of that. And then each one of those rings looks pretty expensive. Like maybe each one is maybe another 100.
Sweet.
Cool. What time is the meeting time long gone now? Or are we still on?
Yeah.
You might be like
We're early.
5 minutes. Yeah, I think you're probably early. So Quincy, you were going to console the girl.
Yes. I just casted Calm Emotions on her.
Calm emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. You cast it. She goes from hysterical to normal. Trying to catch her breath.
Tell us,
And she,
please tell us what you saw here.
I don't know. It was another Wednesday night.
You mean this?
Joshua and came in with some new stuff, and some of the people that buy from him, they went into a cuddle puddle in the pillow pit, and then Joshua was affected pretty bad. He was out for a while, then everybody got back up after the high and decided to get drinks, and everything just went. Well, you saw.
A snuggle cuddle in the tuggle.
A snuggle puddle in the pillow pit. So you've never seen anything like this before?
God no.
Are there?
Like, this place is a little like under the law, under the belt a little bit, but I mean we don't sell drugs. We just let people use drugs here. We make sure it's clean, so they don't get any diseases. People are gonna do them.
Did anything else strange happen? Any odd characters?
He shakes his head no. Joshua's the strangest.
So nothing out of the ordinary, nothing at all.
No, like I said, it's a Wednesday night.
I guess insight check.
Yep.
That's an 8.
She seems to be telling the truth.
All right. Is there anything that he can help you with?
No. I guess I'll go grab the cops, clean some stuff up first. She kind of looks over at the body of the bartender, and her tears kind of well up a little bit, but she keeps her calm.
Alright. Go try and wake up the matron.
You kind of kick her a little bit, and she, what happened? Oh my god, did I breathe fire? Did I try to breathe fire? What happened?
You had some spicy nachos.
She's got kind of a bad headache. Oh God.
Tell me what you remember. What happened here?
She pretty much tells you the same thing. It's a regular Wednesday night. Joshua comes in and out. He's a drug dealer, obviously. People buy off of him. They try it here, and if they like it, they'll buy more from him personally.
What's the first thing that you remember when things started to turn? What did you see?
The poor bastard in the pillow pit, one of the people that took the thing, just started sprouting tentacles and ripping people apart. Came up here, the guy was growing a face in the back of his head. Poor girl in the corner that was just drinking to get away. She was here alone. Turned into that thing, started spitting at people. I don't know.
Were these all partakers of the aforementioned cuddle?
Kind of like does a little bit of mental conditioning. She was, yeah, they were.
All right. Do you have any injuries?
She looks down, kind of rubs her stomach. She's like, I got a pretty bad bruise right here.
All right.
Joshua's kind of getting impatient. He's like, Are we gonna do this deal or what? Come on.
I told you to walk. You're not walking.
Okay, I'm walking.
How far away is your place?
Not far. He goes maybe 10, 11 blocks away. I think this will probably make you about 10 minutes late to the meeting.
That's fine. I'm right with that.
It's a small, cramped room. It's cramped between like two theaters. It's just like he opens up a key, goes upstairs, and there's just a small one-bedroom apartment, just like a hay mattress on the floor. You can see just like it's a mess. There's clothes on the floor, like needles and different like paraphernalia. He kind of digs into his like little closet a little bit, pulls out a shoebox, opens it up, and he hands it over. It's like this brown dust. So it's called Happy Sand.
Yeah. Who's your vendor? Who'd you get it from?
I got it. I got it from some hookups, okay?
Who is your vendor?
It's a woman named Moira. She works for Dosk. I don't see your face. Her face is always covered. Never seen her. I see her chins and lips, or chin and lips. Never seen her face. Always wears a hood or a blindfold. She's got weird gray skin.
Uh-huh. Any other details you care to share?
Not that I care to share, no. Look, what are you going to do? Track down all these and buy them all up from everybody it's been sold to?
Just in the interest of, saving mankind.
He rolls his eyes. You're too good. You're too good for this world. He goes over in a piece of paper and he writes something down and folds it and hands it to you. It's an address. This is where I normally meet her. You want to get involved with Dosk? That's fine with me. Just don't bring my name into it, okay?
I don't know. We might need to bring your name into it.
Please don't. Look, I've been cooperative. I gave you her name. I gave you an address. Just leave my name out of it. Please. They'll fucking kill me.
There's no reason for her to show up at this address if you're not there.
So what, you want me to bring you to a drop? I'm not gonna bring a fucking priest of Helm to a drug deal. Are you kidding me?
I'm not saying I would be there.
Then who?
I got a guy. Real quiet.
Fine, whatever.
I'll be in touch.
Great. He kind of goes over and opens like a box of saltine crackers, just like sits down on the hay mattress and just starts eating them.
And don't try to get out of this, because, you know, I know where you'll be.
Spooky.
Alright, so yeah, I grab all of his spice and I head back.
Okay. Happy sand.
Okay.
Do you pay him or you just take it?
Yeah, I pay him.
Okay.
For whatever, half of what he said.
I think you all meet outside of his really shitty apartment. I think Onoff and Greenspan are counting out the coin they got from the melted noble.
We're outside the bar?
Outside of his apartment. I assume you guys are going to the theater now, right?
Meeting?
Yeah.
You guys take a few more, try to reorient yourselves in the back alleys of the theater district. Try to figure out what he was telling you from the speakeasy. And finally, you show up at, what's the name? RuPaul's?
RuPaul's Drag Con.
Mizano Rupas. That was it. Small theater. It's just like two kind of glass doors with steel reinforcement. Looks like there's a single. Looks like the lobby is dark, but there's a single light down. There's a red carpet that goes down to the main doors of the small theater. You approach the double doors, kind of peek inside the glass. You don't really see anybody. You try the door and it's unlocked.
Should we set the
Can you get
panhandle
off
on?
to check it out?
Sure. Onoff slips inside, checks out the lobby, gets up to the double doors of there's a small ticket booth area where you buy tickets. That small office seems to be dark as well. There's posters of small plays. That looks, a lot of them are written by Mizano Rupas. Or Mizano Rupa. They all look dramatic and very stupid artsy. He just goes, well, lobby is dark, but it's clear. I hear music. There's music coming from this door back here.
Yeah, I'll go in, approach the room with the music.
Everybody else?
I'm gonna talk over the earring and say, Alan, remember to change your controller slot from port 1 to port 2.
Is everybody else going, or is it just Ellen and Anna?
I'm going. Terrence is going in.
You guys walk in the lobby, you hear music being played. It sounds like a small orchestra. As you open the doors, the theater goes down obviously to the stage. Stage lights are on. You hear music, and there's a few people on stage. It looks like they are talking over this kind of dramatic music, orchestral music. You see lights are on, the pit is up. There's a small 8-person orchestra that's playing as they're rehearsing some sort of scene. As soon as you guys open the doors, the doors behind you kind of slam, and the orchestra and the people on stage all just stop in dead silence. You hear an ominous voice from somewhere dark in the theater, sitting somewhere. And you just hear, as everybody's silent, awkward pause. You're late. Backstage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the orchestra comes back up. And that's what we'll end for tonight.
Alright.
Cool.
Cool.
Good old bar fight.
Oh man, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Good session.
My voice is all fucked up. Too much talking.
It happened last week to you too, or last time.
Yeah. I just don't. I guess I don't talk very much. That's the most I talk. Thanks, guys. See you next
Thank
week. Have a
you,
good
man.
one.
It
Yeah,
was fun.
good night.
Good night.
Mwah.